haven't seen it, I did go to a con the other day, and I do have a story behind this. And I want you guys, if you're interested, click on that link, and I want you to go to, when you click on the link, go to the very bottom, where you see, like, the last, like, few pictures. If you look at it, if you look at the pictures, you can see I'm cosplaying. Okay, I was cosplaying as Luigi that day, and it was a great time. At kind of like about, I would say, let me look at the schedule real quick, because I don't remember what time this was about. Sorry, I actually printed out the schedule, so I didn't get lost in what I was actually wanting to do. Oh, we actually have a vote for Umbreon. Okay, so let me just continue with the story. So we finished voice acting, video game voice acting, with two of the guests that was there. At about between 8 p.m. and 9 p.m., we were just sitting outside the area waiting for a Joker's Wild, which was a quiz show with Grego. And while we were sitting there waiting for the room to open up, because we didn't want to sit in that panel, we wanted to just sit outside. We didn't want to listen to the next panel. So as we were listening to that panel, people were getting loud. I thought, is this something to do with a cosplay contest? Me and Patricia were just questioning it. Well, why is everybody getting loud? We were hearing screams and laughter and all kinds of stuff. Well, if you look at the pictures, or if you look at the last 3 photos, I think it's 3. Yes, the last 3 photos, you will see a Shrek and a Sonic. We figured out what everybody was laughing about. It was a Sonic. It was a Sonic and a Shrek full body dress shoot. What they looked like, those pictures, and they were doing all sorts of memes. Like, Sonic was trying to go fast, and everybody was dabbing, and Shrek even did a Naruto run where, your arms go behind your back and you just, like, run like a ninja. It was the greatest thing to see. It was fantastic. I wish I could have recorded it, but you could at least see the last photos. I took a picture with Shrek. I got just a regular photo. Then all of a sudden, like, I was walking away from him. Then all of a sudden I thought about it. I was like, Shrek, can I ask you a question? He was like, he did this, and because he didn't want to say anything, I asked him, can we dab? He shook his head, and we took the photo. Motherfucker dabbed. And then I was just like, you know what? In the background, you can actually see Sonic and the dab photo. I went up to Sonic. I was just like, you know what? I know that we're enemies. I'm gonna go have fun with this. So I go to Sonic because he's just sitting there watching the anime in the background because they allowed that. You can actually watch anime while you're at the convention if you have nothing else to do, just to chill out and whatever. So I go up to Sonic. I'm like, hey, Sonic. And I'm still dressed as Luigi or whatever. He looks at me because he's not actually talking. He looks at me and I say, hey, man, I know that we're enemies, but do you mind if I take a picture with you? He shook his head. I was like, cool, man. I was just like, Patricia, I tried to get my sister to come closer, and there was kind of like a crowd around Shrek because people were taking more pictures with Shrek and everything, because everybody was trying to get like a squad together or do more memes with Shrek because, Shrek is love, Shrek is life. And Sonic was just like, he was doing this because speed. I was like, I know, Sonic, I know you're fast, and I'm trying to get my sister. She's not fast. I'm sorry. He was still like, tapping his he's still tapping his wrist. And Patricia was getting ready to take a picture. So he took the photo, and motherfucker, he fucking dabbed. And I had no idea. If I would have known that, I would have dabbed too. Just you know what? Whatever. Just because of dabbing, whatever. That was funny. I said to him, I said, thank you for the photo. I know that there were enemies, but you're still a good guy. I know that you hate my brother, but you're a good man. And he was just like, So he's telling me that I was cool too. I was like, oh, thank you, because he wasn't talking at all. Because you know, if you're in a suit, you're not really gonna talk. So we start getting ready to go to the next panel or whatever. Shrek was taking a picture with someone from Attack on Titan, like just dressed up as like the Survey Corps people, and so he was taking a picture with it, and you saw the mask, how the Shrek mask was a little opened up and everything. So he moved his mask nearby the face and just take a picture like this, and then he just started going like like he was actually eating her like you know, a Titan would to a human. And the girl that was dressed up I know, I was laughing at the KFC. I got a story about that one too. So as she was getting like nom by Shrek, she kind of like fell to the ground, went to the corner, and it was just like, I was like, oh my god, this is Attack on Shrek. Everybody was just like, Attack on Shrek. And then all of a sudden, like after that photo, Sonic got up closer to Shrek, and as they were walking away, Sonic jumped on Shrek's back, and it just started dashing out of there, and then it was time for the panel. It was great. It was the bomb. It was a really great evening. Now, about the KFC cosplayer, the Colonel, motherfucking Colonel, was there at the convention. I only saw him on Saturday. I didn't see him any other time. And I was sitting outside on a break. Me and my sister had a little while before another panel was happening, and we didn't want to be inside, so we were just sitting outside. We had some Pocky, and we had one of the romaine drinks. I don't know how you actually say it. We were just sitting outside. While we were sitting outside, some people actually came up to me and said, "Hey, can I take a picture with you? Or can I take a picture of you? Was there any famous people?" I'll get to that. And as I was taking photos with people and asking people for photos, someone said, "Colonel Sanders!" I'm like, where? And lo and behold, the Colonel was walking up. And he's like, "Hey, how you doing?" He's talking all in a southern accent and everything. People were just like, "Can I take a photo of you?" And he's like, "Absolutely. You go down to the KFC and tell them the Colonel sent you." Oh, it was the best. And I took a picture with him too, and he was just like, "Absolutely, I'll do a picture for you. And just make sure you go to KFC and just tell him the Colonel sent you." I was like, oh my god, he did the part so well. It was so good. The drink with a marble in it? Yes. Yes, that one. But it was actually not in like the glass bottle. It was like a aluminum bottle, more like. So it was an aluminum bottle. So I was just drinking out of that instead of like an actual glass bottle with a ball in it. So when that was going on, I took the photo of it, and then he went right inside, and it was great. I really like that. So the actual famous people that was at this convention, pull up the schedule one more time. The famous voice actors that was there, that was like the highlight of Anime Blast, was Rachel Robinson, Micah Solisod, Tony Oliver, and Christopher Blevins. Or Bevins. Right, Bevins. Those were the famous people that you got to have an autograph with and everything like that. Rachel Robinson has done many video game voice acting roles, some anime, and stuff like that. Micah's done the same thing. Tony Oliver was a part of the writing of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the original one from the 90s. And Christopher Bevins is another voice actor that's done a lot of things, and like creature voice acting, humans, all kinds of different things like that. Those were like the main guests at the convention. So yeah, it was kind of cool. And an actual like photography person, they gave me their card so I can go check out their Facebook so I can look at the photo later. But he gave me his card because he actually took photos of me in the Luigi outfit. I was like, that's cool. I like that. So yeah, I was really happy.